is more important to us than sun. Without sun's heat and light, life Earth is merely a lifeless ball of ice-coated rock. It not only warms our oceans, stirs our atmosphere, generates climate patterns, but also provide energies to the fast-growing plants that gives us food and oxygen so that the life can pertain on this earth. Let's celebrate the star of ours. Let's celebrate the sun.
Namaskar, very good morning. The sun has been such a wonderful life-giving force to all the resources across the world. That is the importance that the sun has. Without the sun, there would be no resources and perhaps no economy. It is that important life-giving force.
Events like this and collaborations such as these definitely keeps the curiosity ignited and aflame. It also brings to light scientific facts as well as a belief in scientific values and principles and learning from each other. Shiv Nadar University student may also learn from a school student. So the reciprocal learning which happens, I think there's no substitute for that. So this whole collaborative effort, this platform which is there, is a win-win situation.
The sun, a ball of fire, the central star of the solar system, the handsome Greek sun god, and of course the Hindu god Surya, is how a physicist or the ancient Greek philosophers and the Indian philosophers would define it. But as a language teacher, I would like to personify the sun as an individual, a selfless individual who gives for the well-being of everyone without expecting anything in return.
All of us know about Karna, the son of Surya. He every day offered prayers to the sun and was known for his magnanimous and benevolent nature towards the poor. Following him, it is said that Yudhishthira, when he became the emperor, celebrated the Chhat Puja, the festival of the sun, and that was taken up by the mass and continues to be celebrated in large parts of India.
So I came across this book called Surya Siddhant. It's the ancient Hindu book of astronomy, and there are hundreds of astronomical observations in that book, which seem to suggest that this book was written almost 15,000 years ago, so far back. In fact, it has been vetted by a famous scientist. He's even delivered a talk about Surya Siddhant at Oxford. So one thing is that it's written 15,000 years back. The second part is that it has very precise calculations of diameters and orbital periods of all the planets, which match the modern calculations. Also, the calculations like speed of light, even Kepler's laws, and also some fairly advanced mathematics, including infinite series and a lot of trigonometry and so forth. So it was very interesting to see how much the mathematics and sciences and astronomy was developed in India even 15,000 years back. And so I would recommend everybody to look at that book if you're interested in astronomy and astronomy's basis in India.
I'm standing in front of ITER, ITER, the International Thermonuclear Energy Reactor site in France. So this in the background you can see is the first and the largest fusion reactor under construction, and this will be one of the facility in the world which will be demonstrating the electricity production for the future fusion power plants. This is one of the unique facility where 35 nations are collaborating all together to learn and understand how fusion will be generating electricity, low carbon electricity for our future generations, and it will be one of the biggest and long-term solution in fighting climate change. So welcome to ITER. And I would like to mention that during the upcoming EBC Educational Bootcamp we are organizing, you will be visiting it virtually from inside and outside and everything about it. Like all other big stellar objects, sun is also one of the mysterious objects, even if it is the closest one to us. And in terms of practical solution, if you want to understand, one major challenge is this, that we still don't know how the magnetic field associated with the sun or it is not, and how it is being generated. We all know that its gravitational pull is basically maintaining our solar system and all the bodies around, but the magnetic field is still one of the biggest mystery.